Hey, everybody. Thanks for tuning in to Near Disney. It's the Wednesday show where us, a panel of local real estate experts, get together to bring articles and updates about everything that's going on within a 25-mile radius of Cinderella's castle. But first, before we get into it, let's cue the theme song. All right. Everyone jumping into the stream as we're getting launched here. Tell us where you're watching from. We appreciate you and all your viewership. Feel free to comment, even if it's off topic to whatever we're talking about. This is just all about you and making sure that your Florida real estate questions and needs are met. Let's introduce the panel first before we get into it. I'm Elijah Lewis with Florida in Motion Realty, and on Near Disney, they call me the Prince of Real Estate. And I'll throw it over to the panel beside me.
Hi, I am Sue Koptiev, and I'm also with Florida Motion Realty. And my name is Aurora, which is actually Sleeping Beauty.
And you will not rest until you have found the perfect house for any of our viewers.
Maybe I should add that to my moniker. I kind of like that. I don't sleep.
Yeah, that's a good
I
one.
got a marketing degree, so I'm all about slogans and catch pithy phrases. So down below we have.
Hey everybody,
Tanya
my name is. Oh, go ahead, Tanya.
You first.
Okay, my name is Virginia Carlson with Florida in Motion Realty, and I am also Cinderella, and I am always looking to find your glass slipper fit with your next home.
Oh,
that's a good one.
Wow.
I love that.
That's
great.
a good one.
This is the quality content people tune into the stream.
There you go.
And now you can take your turn, Tanya.
I love that one. Oh my goodness. I'm
That's
Tanya
awesome.
with Florida in Motion Realty, and I am known as a Latin princess because I speak Spanish.
Very
not
important.
not
skill
as
to have.
fancy as you guys, but
Oh, it's perfectly fancy. So as I see people jumping in, I'll just remind people that it is going to be Super Bowl Sunday this weekend. I hope that you all have made some fun plans. If you still are trying to figure out, where am I going to watch the game? Haven't put enough thought into it. I know life catches up to you. It's busy. You do. A lot of our viewers are from Celebration, Florida. The town that was built by Disney, and the new Celebration Brewing Company is going to have some great deals on their menu as well when they do the Super Bowl game watch party event. So the doors open at 4 p.m. for that. You've got 2 for $25 cheese pizzetta, $25 pitcher of world famous On Point, and then of course pre-reserved table options. You know, if you want to get that perfect angle for the television. So you can check out their website. Of course, that's February 9th, Sunday. And their website here, celebrationbrewing.com. They are located at 1601 Future Way in Celebration, Florida. Great opportunity to catch that. And let us know in the comments if you feel bold to who are you rooting for in the contest this Sunday. If you've got a team that you're going all in for. I will just say that I was born in Bristol, Pennsylvania, just a brief stint away up the Delaware River from Philadelphia here. It's a fine place, and that may influence my leanings when it comes to who I lend support to.
I can't go for the Eagles. I can't. I'm a Patriots fan, true and true, born and raised in New England. So the Eagles just don't fly with me.
You sound like the Big Lebowski. I hate the Eagles.
Well, I don't hate anyone. I'm just saying, like, I don't know. Being a Patriots fan, I can't go for the Eagles, but I don't know. I mean, hey, the Eagles beat the Patriots a few years ago in the Super Bowl, and I'm still a little bitter about that. But so I guess I'm for Kansas City, but
okay. The enemy of
I guess I don't really have a horse in the race,
friend.
but I do love football, so I definitely will be watching because football is like one of my favorite things to watch. So
okay, but just meanwhile, we're going to keep you updated on some local events. Just things that are happening around the Disney area, and not just Disney, of course, but SeaWorld is in our backyard as well. So Sue, you have something to say about that.
I do. And for those of you who haven't been to SeaWorld or haven't been in a long time, it's it's a really fun park. I mean, I just really enjoy it. The shows are amazing, and they've made some really positive changes as far as seeing how the animals are cared for and how healthy they are. It's just been really amazing to watch. So, but I wanted to highlight with you the Seven Seas Food Festival. It returned on February 2nd, and I don't know what this is like. My husband and I plan to go on Friday, and so I can fill you in next week. But it's 200, excuse me, 200 delectable food and beverage offerings. And there's also a pretty decent lineup of concerts. So take a look at that. You can go on their website. You can search Seven Seas Food Festival. There's just a lot of information. It goes all the way through May 19th. So you've got a little bit of time. And I want to let you know some of the foods that are new this year. So are you ready? This is like football
tell us what's
food.
new.
Okay. Fried pickles with Texas petal sauce. Now, I don't know what petal that is. Rose petal? Who knows? We'll see. New whiskey maple bacon cinnamon roll. That's calling my name. New bangers and mash. St. Patrick's Day nachos. And they have a new tempura battered sushi. So that kind of rings a bell with people who like fish, right? New deep fried dumplings. And new boudin balls with remoulade sauce. So, and then there's got the Infinity Market, or excuse me, the Indian Market, the fish market, the veggie market, Half Pipe Pavilion has got the, the drinks for you. And it just sounds to me like a lot of fun. And so I am looking forward to that. That is, because I love the food festival at Epcot, and you can't go wrong with food at all. I mean, there's so many good things to try, but this also looks like it's going to be really interesting. So I'm going with a very empty stomach. That's all I can say.
I'm glad you brought up SeaWorld, Sue. We, I took my kids to SeaWorld over winter break, like during Christmas. For the day, and we hadn't been to SeaWorld in years, and it was a lot of fun. Like, their rides are great, and just the atmosphere. It's really it wasn't super crowded, and it was just like a really pleasant, like, nice day. And I will say the Kraken is the best roller coaster there.
That's what I've heard. Yes,
that one was my favorite.
It was super crowded last time we were there. We were there when the Citrus Bowl was going on, and then there was also like major convention type thing going on. But my cousins were in town from North Carolina, so that was when we need to be there. But yeah, no, it's great. It's really fun. So
my family and I had a pass for 2 years, and we enjoyed it so much. It's definitely a fun park, and it's also more affordable than other parks. So.
Exactly. And we did a thing like where when I bought the tickets, I added on the unlimited food option, which was only like, I think it was $30 a person, but like we went to like every single restaurant that we went to because we were there all day. So, the kids, they wanted to eat a couple times and it was all included. So it was a much better deal than doing a la carte because it would have been kind of pricey, but and they honored it all day long, and we were there until almost 9:00 at night. It was an all day.
Wow.
It was a lot of fun. Definitely worth it.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
I've seen local reporting outlets put SeaWorld at the top of the attractions list sometimes. So there's definitely nothing to sleep on. Yeah, so it sounds like with this Seven Seas Food Festival, it says that you can grab a 10 sample lanyard for the price of $70, or take it up a notch with fan favorite 15 sample lanyard for $85. And those dishes sounded very bold, very fun, like the kind of thing that is exciting to eat and try, not just a simple fish and chip. Like, there were some really interesting menu items there. 32 live performances from a wide variety. Had just 90s throwbacks and rock and hip hop and Latin. Ludacris, Kool and the Gang, Hoobastank, Warranted, the Night Ranger, Newsboys. So
Newsboys, yes.
Quite
Gloria Gaynor.
Oh, yes, absolutely. So that's a lot of fun for sure. So, Virginia, I'll throw it up to this update that you have for our Disney area when it comes to some acceleration for I-4 to ease congestion between Disney World and Champions Gate. You know, we gotta get to the mouse as easy as possible.
Yeah, this is exciting news because the Florida Department of Transportation has been talking about the moving I-4 forward plan, and initially it was intended to be completed within the next 10 years, but they have accelerated the project, especially the area of congestion between World Drive or Celebration and Champions Gate. It can be a little bit congested, but they're going to add 2 extra lanes on either side. And this project is supposed to be completed by the end of 2025, which is great news. It just always seems to be a little bit, backed up in that, like, it's like a few mile stretch, but adding these lanes will definitely alleviate that pressure. And that's just good news for getting around, being able to get to the parks or get to, your new home that you want to buy, and all the different areas.
I know when you want to live near Disney, part of it is that you think that closeness equals a short commute, and when there's traffic, it's like, what's the point of being close if it's still going to take a long time to get somewhere? So we'd love to see action being taken on these kinds of roads to expedite you and the fun.
And so the project is in and around like what we talk about, the 25-mile radius of Cinderella Castle on I-4, and there are 5 projects in total focusing on different areas of the I-4 stretch. And so in total, the 5 projects should be completed, they say, by 2027. So we're looking at only a couple of years, and in total, the whole project will be just a really nice, add nice flow to the traffic in the area. So it's definitely good news. We're excited about that.
Yeah, very exciting.
And in the meanwhile, if you need to know about shortcuts into Disney, just
we have those too.
Let us know.
We do.
Absolutely.
It's not all glim. So speaking of your house being close to the parks, of course, you have a housing market report update, Sue, that I think you wanted to share with us.
I do, and it's probably going to be easier for me just to read some of the highlights.
Sure.
So Florida Realtors, you can see this website, just released its statewide housing market statistics for for November of 2024. So not too long ago, but what they showed was actually pretty strong reads in what's happening in the market. So new listings of single family homes were up over 7% compared to a year ago. So that's just compared to a year ago. And then the largest year-over-year increase percentage since July. So, and then condos and townhomes saw their largest year-over-year increase in July as well. And since July as well, raising by 5.5%. So there were a couple of really interesting things in here that I thought I didn't expect it to look this good. So I was kind of excited. Some of the housing prices, some went up, some went down, depending on whether you were buying or selling. But the statistics give us, a reason to be optimistic about what is coming, down the pike with our real estate in this area, in this Central Florida area. So let's see, the mortgage rates did hit recent lows in September. They did increase. That doesn't seem to be affecting the sales overall. And I wanted to give you let's see, where was that? Smallest year-over-year in decline in new pending sales for condos and townhomes. And so before that, they had been down by double-digit percentages. So things are, really starting to look up. So the median home price right now, or for November, it's probably pretty close right now, was $410,700. And so that's still a really good, strong market if you're talking about single family homes. But again, we have everything here. And it's amazing how much is out there. And if you really start diving in and looking, you've got so much availability, whether you want new construction or if you want to buy a resale home. So there's just tons out there. So call us,
Absolutely.
text us.
Yes, I think that's great news, and appreciate you sharing that market update. We try to balance our local events and our real estate updates here. And speaking of which, I found an article here that comes from the RamseySolutions.com. I know that Tanya is a fan of the Dave Ramsey, and and his total money makeover method, and that's definitely a consultation radio show that helps people get financially lined up to be in a position to be on track for home ownership. So they had an update about why is spring the best time to sell a house. And we know that spring is coming around the corner, and I will have to disagree with the groundhog who just did his thing on February 2nd. He said 6 more weeks of winter. It was very hot today, and as compared to 2 weeks ago in Florida. So I think that Florida has its own thing. We need to like get a flamingo to see a shadow.
Exactly.
So we do our own thing around here. But he, of course, Ramsey's going to supply his sardonic humor to his market analysis. He is saying that spring and homes go together like smartphones and distracted teenagers. So real estate agents and the National Association of Realtors saying that spring is the best time to sell and even buy a house. It boils down to supply and demand. It's the best time to sell because that's when the most people want to buy, making demand high in the spring market. When more people are looking, there's likely to get more interest, more offers, higher prices, and perhaps sell quickly, fewer days on the market. These are great things. No one wants their house to sit for long. So why is spring more popular? March and April just around the corner. If you want to get your ducks in a row in order to start prepping and preparing listing documents and all of our marketing efforts that we put to work for you to catch it right at the start of spring, because it's about, number one, timing. Lots of buyers want to settle into their new home before the school year starts. There's just a lot of sympathy for, not wanting to displace young ones in the middle of a school year. And that I've seen it ourselves. Like somebody dragged their feet and then they just decided, we have to wait all the way until next year because we didn't move in order to make things line up with the school year. And they could have been on track for their new life that they wanted even sooner. So basically get it done in the spring so you can be ready for the summer. Number two is the weather. It's pleasant in the spring, especially here in Florida. And when home buyers have been cooped up all winter watching reruns of House Hunters, they're ready to go look and buy their own home. But really, when it comes to the cold, when it comes to the snow and the rain, it's just like people just aren't feeling it. Like I've seen people cancel showings, cancel open houses, just because the weather was bad and, realtor events, so if you're in a time where there's going to be as few weather and mood and vibe barriers to getting eyes on your listing, that's a great time to put your house on the market. Number three, that's why it's a prime market. The abundance of buyers and sellers is good for everyone. Win-win. When more homes are for sale, buyers have more choices. So basically they ranked here the seasons in order, and of course according to them with 100% accuracy. No, that's it's always a variance. Sometimes we get surprised when they say like winter's at the bottom. They say spring, summer, fall, winter. Not the same order that Carole King and James Taylor sing it, but it's but winter, spring, summer, and fall.
Yes,
all you have to
get it. We got that.
And I'll be there to sell your house.
So Elijah and I were out doing a video today in the hot sun. So our brains are a little warped. So the sense of humor is definitely flowing free.
All right.
Especially with him.
The goal when selling your house is to maximize your profit. So, figuring out the best month to sell is a great advantage. For 2023, the median home sales price grew each month from February to June. So they went up the most from around May, from 396 to 410. And then after June, they saw price flattened and even decrease. And so basically, we want to catch that momentum on the way up. And of course, Florida is in their chart for percent increases from the previous month in the spring season. So, hey, I just love to see that kind of data. It just goes to show how we crunch the numbers here for you. And we really try to apply our market research and expertise to get that sweet spot. And I do want to say thank you to Ryan, who just commented, say that you love our show and shared a bunch of encouraging emojis. Thanks. Appreciate you, Ryan.
Thanks, Ryan.
Glad we can deliver enjoyable content, even if my bad humor can
that's
be a bit of a drag sometimes. And with that, I want to throw it over to Tanya, who has another article from FloridaRealtors.org about buyers in this market as well.
Yes. So I found this article about how to secure the best mortgage rates. And, we know that the mortgage rates have been dropping a little bit. So what do we do as potential buyers to improve our credit score and get the best mortgage rates? Number one is to check your credit score at least once a year. That is one of the biggest factors that lenders consider when lending you money. And so getting your credit report every year is really important. I know that there's a few companies out there that you can do that for free once a year. Yes. And it doesn't hurt to monitor it anyway to see if there's been any difference, from year to year. Another thing you can do is lower your debt to income ratio. Lenders want to see that you have a healthy balance between what you earn and what you owe. So if you pay down those credit cards, I know that we all overdo it over Christmas, but if you start paying down those credit cards, then that's going to help your debt to income ratio. Another thing is to maintain a stable employment history. That helps. I know that for people who are self-employed, this may require additional documentation, but the banks want to see consistency in your income. So if you're thinking about switching jobs or making a move, it might be time to hold on that plan and maybe maintain your employment consistent until you can get your mortgage. Then, if you want to make any changes, that's okay. But at least until you get the mortgage, it's okay to maintain the same job if you can. And shop around for rates. That's another great option. Not all lenders offer the same rates. Even a slight difference in percentage points can make a huge difference. It can save you thousands over the life of your loan. So definitely do your research and compare lenders. We know quite a few that can help you. So if you need any recommendations, we are here for you. And remember that preparation is key when securing the best mortgage rate. So if you're thinking about buying a home this year, you may want to get a few ducks in a row in order to do that. And we're here to help and assist you with that transition and make it smooth for you.
Yes, absolutely.
Absolutely.
Hey, Elijah. So can I piggyback on what you were talking with the best time to sell your house is spring? And yes, obviously statistics show that, year after year, that is true. But we would never tell you not to put your home on the market if you are looking to make a change and it's not, March, April, May, or June. I have a prime example of that. I have a wonderful couple from up north that had family, have had family down in Florida, had more family move down here. And they wanted to get out of those long winters and cold winters. And initially they were going to put their house on the market the day after Super Bowl. And instead, I talked them into giving the market a try. And they are moving into their new house here in Celebration next week.
Wow.
So, you just never know. And so it has been just a wonderful experience watching that unfold for them. And, there's hurdles here and there, but I'm just really glad. I'm really, really glad, really excited for them. They just cannot wait to be here. And they're so excited to be a part of, what we have here in Central Florida. So, and they're awesome. If they're watching, you guys are great. So.
Wow. Yeah. Well, yeah, that's absolutely, like you said, it's even though the Ramsey website joked that it was 100% science, it is, of course, very variable. I mean, just had a gentleman I was showing properties to in Celebration from Maine, and it is around 20 degrees there right now. And so we are enjoying incredibly 80-degree weather here with a breeze and all of that in Florida. It was an incredibly easy sail, easy pitch to get into this Florida lifestyle right now for February, for January. But yes, all we were saying is that if you're thinking about it, this data might give you that extra push to get that discussion going. We already have someone who's saying that they're getting ready to prepare a house listing with us for March. I think that's going to be a really advantageous time to get ready. Of course, we're always happy to plan for you short-term and long-term. We do long-term relationships with our real estate clients, buyers, and sellers.
Absolutely.
And so we tried to give you a little bit of that Super Bowl coverage. Right around the corner as well, of course, is going to be Valentine's Day. We've tried to prepare you as much as possible for that. Virginia, you found a fun article about that as well. But enjoy this separation while it lasts, because I believe in 2027, Super Bowl Sunday and Valentine's Day are going to be on the same day. And that's going to be the war of the genders, I believe. It's going to be very unfair, precarious time.
Wow.
So 2025, we have that nice gap period between the two.
Yeah. So, I mean, if you're looking so Valentine's Day is just over a week away. And most of these websites, if you go on them, I was actually looking at a bunch of them today. Most of them, if you want to order things online, if you order by Friday, they're saying the 6th, or no, tomorrow's the 6th, or the 7th, they can typically get you these things by Valentine's Day. So you have about a week and a day. And there's just talking about other options for, other than flowers and chocolates, or, the definite favorite of like a teddy bear holding a heart that says I love you, that you get at Walgreens.
You really only give away one of those only so many times, right?
Exactly. So if you want to be a little bit more creative, there's pajamas are always a good thing. And I'm impressed that this lake pajamas, I actually have some lake pajamas, and they are probably the most comfortable. They're amazing. And I was psyched they were on this list. So, because women love, nice loungewear pajamas. So that's always a good option. And this article just and I found this on people.com. So if you want to reference it.
Okay. Gentlemen, this woman's giving you the cheat
loungewear
code
lover.
Directly.
Yeah. Or maybe a little purse or something. I don't know, if you want to get a male person a Valentine and they need a new wallet, that's a good option, because maybe you don't want to buy chocolates all the time. There's a wine of the month, or a wine every day kind of club thing, where you can have a little sample of different wines for the whole month of February. If you want to do something like that. I love if you can find, and they have come a long way, artificial flowers. They are, they never die, and they can, obviously they last forever, but they can look so beautiful. If you find, some companies make them and they're made of silk, and they really have this presence that they really are, they can be stunning in your home. Just, something to think about that will last.
Find some scented thing and just put it near it, or snuck in there, so that it still emits a pleasant floral aroma as well.
It's always good. Those are always amazingly great for people who are snowbirds or who don't live here all the time.
Yeah,
if they want to decorate their home, it's a win-win, because they don't die while you're gone.
It is. And they really have, they used to look so fake and cheesy, years ago, but now they really have kind of perfected these flowers that it's impressive how real and lifelike they look. And like you said, if you going in and out and leaving, but you always kind of want to have that, presence of a nice arrangement in your home. This is definitely the way to go.
Yep.
Like really our cool. Love, these flowers will never die.
They will never die. Like our love. Yes, exactly. Right.
I do appreciate that this editor for people.com has really kept things like budget restrained. She didn't go hog wild like my life has no price, $20 at Amazon.
I mean,
under $200, under $100. There's a lot of
right.
fun,
like there's a cute pair of earrings that are $70. I mean, just things that are going to stay, because we just had Christmas and Valentine's Day. Don't necessarily want to like break the bank.
Cherry on top rather than a second course.
Just like a little something.
And a cute trendy bag for around $50. So hey, that's a cute idea for that people.com editor approved Valentine's Day gifts.
Yeah, check it out.
Appreciate you sharing that, Virginia. Sure. That is a lot of fun. And there's still time because Amazon can deliver in 2 days, right?
Exactly.
And
still time.
I know that even me, I was doing last minute Christmas shopping. I'm sure that there are ladies and gentlemen doing last minute Valentine's Day shopping. So there is no shame as long as you get across that finish line in the end, if that's how you like to celebrate. And with that, we've hit the 30-minute mark. I think we've delivered some good content for you, and of course, appreciate your like and subscribe. If you hit the like button, it helps. We're trying to get to a mission to 10,000 subscribers to get boosted and really continue to deliver this great content for us. It does a whole lot for us. Next week on the Wednesday show, we're going to have a guest interview. A gentleman is going to go over the program called Cash for Keys, which is going to help you get some funds up front, to get to closing as easy as possible and make your offer look as strong as possible. Like we were talking about before, lenders can matter, different programs, different rates, different creative ideas. So we love to bring as many people from our Rolodex and our contacts to you. So he's going to be great. Hit the like button and subscribe just so that you don't miss our opportunity to bring that coverage to you, and as well as the great videos that we're going to continue to bring. Sue and we just went out to the Horizon West area and recorded some coverage of new construction. We're really happy to go out and share more of that with you. So we're just going to keep it on going. You guys are who we do it for. And so please, we welcome your feedback. And with that, I think we'll say our goodbyes and throw it over to Kim, the fairy godmother of real estate, to sign us off.
See you next time.
Good night.
Make sure that you subscribe and like so that we can continue to give you up-to-date information on all things that are going around the 25-mile radius of Cinderella's castle, because this is truly a magical place to live.